And hello, everyone. Back here on the RFCC Radio Audio YouTube channel. And I was posed a question the other day, which led to the making of this particular video. We're going to be talking about what is FM. And that was the question posed to me a little while back. And before we get into that, you have to, for me to demonstrate FM for you, have an FM radio connected somehow to this computer. And so, we've got this guy right here, the Sony WM-FX281. And oh, by the way, this microphone I'm holding is the Sony F-BM7. And then we also have the Sony MX-6S. The MX-6S has 6 channels on it. 3 RCA channels and 3 millimeter channels. So the question is, how are you connecting this bad boy, which I actually have another copy of over to the side, how are you going to get that connected to your computer? It doesn't have any USB. Yeah, doesn't have any USB. We talked about USB a while back. Hopefully you could have heard me while I was doing the show and tell there. Well, we've got one thing, another mixer connected to that mixer I showed you. We've got the NW02-1A. And then I don't have a mixer interface, but in order to use a mixer, a standalone mixer with a computer, you need a standalone interface. Now, I have the Edirol UA-1A connected to this bad boy. My HP here. And this is an example of what it kind of looks like, but this is the Behringer UCA 200. And just like the UA-1A, it has 4 little slots there. 2 of the slots are for input. 2 of the slots are for output. And so, let me zoom in here. Let's see if you can read that. Okay, so the 2 on the right on your screen, the LR, one is white for L, the other is red for R. That is your input. The output of your mixer goes to the input of this device. And then the output of the device, the sounds coming from the computer, can get sent back to the mixer. All right, so we have the Edirol UA-1A connected to the MX-6X and 02-1A. So the whole chain is MX-6X. Its 1/8-inch outputs are 1/8 to 1/4 connected to the NW02-1A, which have RCA input and output. Yeah, here's your RCA right here. We have those connected to our Edirol UA-1A. And for those wanting to know, we've got our little handy dandy 1/4 connector here. This is the output of the MX-6 6S. MX-6S. Yeah, I know it's kind of a tongue twister. All right, so you put the quarter connector on the eighth, a quarter channel on the 021A. Okay, so I've shown you some Sony gear. We've got the microphone here, which is Sony, the mixer over here, which is Sony, and we have a radio here, which is Sony, the WM-FX281. And here is the answer to what is FM? Well, part of it.
To save during Window Nation's semi-annual sale now through June 30th. Get 50% off all windows along with no interest for 5 years. Plus, a bonus 10% savings when you schedule an estimate
So this
at
is an
866-90
FM
Nation
station
or windownation.com.
out of Nashville.
It's gonna be me.
All right, so they were just coming back from a commercial break, and I forgot about them using bumpers to come back from breaks, so I had to cut that off quick before the DMCA, right? But anyway, that was an FM station. FM stands for frequency modulation. And then the other part of your usual suspects in radio are AM stations. AM stands for amplitude modulation. All right, so the difference between AM and FM, right quick. AM, the radio waves go up and down, up and down, up and down. And the lower the wave, the lower the frequency that is displayed on your radio, or you scroll to the left of the dial if you're using a good old analog radio. And then the higher frequencies of AM and FM are on the right side of the band. And a higher frequency on FM means that the radio waves are going really, 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 really fast. Really, really, really fast, right? The lower end of the FM band, the radio waves are going not quite as fast. So 88, which is where FM radio starts, 88.1 megahertz officially, the waves don't go as fast. But then when you get up to 107.9 megahertz, the very top of the band, the radio waves are going going fast. The frequency modulation, the rate modulates instead of the height, like an AM. All right, I hope I answered that question. What is FM? Stands for frequency modulation. The FM band technically starts at 88.1 megahertz and goes up to 107.9 megahertz. And so we'll talk more about the FM band and stations on there in some more videos. And we'll talk about the AM band a little bit more in depth in a future video as well. And that's pretty much all I got. I answered the question, what is FM? And we also talked about mixed and how they work together when there's not a mixer / interface. If it's not all in one, there are ways to bring the two, an interface separate and a mixer separate, together. So long for now.